What is Alec Baldwin most likely to scream at a dude with a camera who works as part of the paparazzi? F*** you fucking paparazza! I'll f*** you in the ass, evil paparazzo! Players 1 and 3? You're probably going to have to issue some kind of apology. Player 2? The singular term for paparazzi is paparazzo.
What is up, guys? Reapers Dushazo here. I'm giving you guys the JackBox Party Pack game review. Now, this review might be just a tad different from my other reviews I've done. It's just because that this review is like a little bit weirder than the other games, and they're all split up differently. But I'm gonna give you guys just a quick little review about this game and the fun that I've had in it. And yeah, maybe it'll help you purchase it or not. We'll see what happens. So yeah, let's get to it.
Released a dance song in 1982 titled "Boogie in Blank." Type in your lies now. Alright, where's the truth? Alright, let's see what everybody picked.
Story. You thought there's a story? Shit, get the fuck out of here. There's no story in this game. What the fuck this is? Gameplay. The JackBox party game set has 5 modes. You got Lie Swatter, Fibbage, JackBox, or you don't know Jack, you don't fucking want to take Word Spud, and Drawful. For me to individually tell you about all these modes, I'm gonna have to split them up differently. So I'm gonna start with Drawful and explain it to you guys, and then I'll go down the list. One thing I probably want to tell you guys before we get started on Wordfill is that you're gonna need, or Drawful, fuck one take, you're gonna need a smartphone or some kind of Android or tablet device, because most of the games that you guys play on here, you're gonna need something like that. So yeah, you're gonna just need something smart, because everything you do basically on here is gonna be on all the modes is gonna be with a smartphone or device. So yeah, here we go. Drawful. It's gonna be, Drawful is the most craziest and the most funniest and it's kind of weirdest mode that you have on here, because all you kind of do is it gives you something to draw. So let's say it's gonna give me like draw a pineapple castle or something, then you have to kind of draw that, and it's gonna if you guys ever played what's that one game on your phone, it's the fucking drawing game where you just draw and the other guy has to guess it. That's basically the same thing on here, but instead you're playing it at your house in your PS4. That's basically all it is. Think of that game, I forgot what it was called. It's like draw something, I don't know, I forgot, doodle or whatever. But this game is basically the same thing. Tells you something to draw, you have to draw it, and the other guy has to guess it. But what's cool is that if you get to putting after, let's say the blue guy right here, you see theirs. Then the other two right here, orange guy and pink guy, they put in on their phones what they think it is. So and when they think that what it is, if they get points for let's say okay, so the pink guy puts in Strawberry Island. The orange guy, if he picks Strawberry Island, then he gets it wrong. So that means whoever put in Strawberry Island and made him look stupid kind of gets the points for it. It's kind of hard to explain, but once you play the game, you start to understand what it's saying. That's all it is, actually. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. It also has the kind of same concept as Fibbage, but I'll get to Fibbage about here in a little bit. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next we have Word Spud. A little word goes across the screen, and whoever's got the next sentence that's got to say, they have to spell it. So mother, you got to say mother of whatever, or mother something. So that's the whole concept. You just got to keep going, and the other players that are playing, they get to guess, oh, is that cool or not. But what gets intense about this game is that it could either get pretty funny, pretty intense, or pretty angry, because whoever gets to turn gets to put whatever they want to kind of correspond with that sentence. So no matter what, it gets intense because your kind of job is to make a paragraph out of the words that it gives you, but nobody really goes based off that kind of concept. So what you kind of everybody tries to do is that they just try to make the funniest shit that they can possible, and then the way we play it is that if we got the most funniest one, we give points for that. If they don't like it, then we just go ahead and do it. So the whole point is just kind of to make a paragraph out of everything you could do with the words that it gives you on the screen, and you just keep going and going from there. And yeah, it's cool though because, well, I don't know if it's really cool, but I'll see that later. But what it does is that you get points based off what you have. So let me rephrase that. You get points. Your other players give you points that you're playing with. So I don't know, it could kind of be biased sometimes, but I'll get to that later. Next we have Lie Swatter, and Lie Swatter is the most straightforwardest one out of all the ones that it gives you, because all it is just telling truth, if it's truth or false. That's basically all it is. It gives you, it throws up a question on the screen, you have to say is it true or is it a lie. That's all it is. And what's cool and dope about this one is that it's the one that could fill up the most people in here. You could have 100 people playing this at the same time. That means anybody. So let's say if you're throwing a big ass party, everybody in that place that could play this game. It's intense, and this could get really intense. The most I played with this one is about 6-7 people, and it was already fucking intense. Just imagine having 100 players at the same time, and people are just sitting there talking shit and everything. So this one, it's the most basic one, and the most, in my opinion, like the most kind of insanest one, because I say insane because it gives you insane questions some questions you don't even never heard of, like what's the Oprah's Harry Badge's first name? I don't fucking know. I'm just making up shit now, but for real, what I'm trying to say is that it could give you the most insane questions because you have to actually answer them, but you don't even know if it's true or false yourself, so you're just kind of guessing most of the time. So basically what I'm trying to say, since you're guessing, it's the most least effective one, because not a lot of people are going to want to be playing this. Let's say if you're just with 2, maybe 3 people are playing this, and you're not really gonna have that much fun. But if you're playing with a lot of people, like I'm saying, like I said, like 50 or more, or maybe even more than that, then you'll have a blast. I can almost guarantee it. This one is You Don't Know Jack. It's the only one of the modes that you could play actually by yourself and get a pretty decent score if you play by yourself. It's also the only one that's the most least competitive one, because in my opinion it's the hardest one to play. You just go through 10 questions that it gives you, and you only can play 4 players, by the way, and you just answer the questions basically, and it's the most, and like I said, it's the most competitive one, but it's also the most goofiest one. This one is weird as fuck. It's got some weird questions, and it's got some weird guys on here that are voice acting, and it's the most weirdest one. But if you play with the good people, if you play with some people that you know and you want to just have a good time, then you're gonna feel like the weirdness. But if you want to get competitive and actually kind of win, then it's gonna be a lot more harder to do. That, knowing that some of the questions are hard, and knowing that they're kind of goofy. Like it's the most goofiest one to play, and it's not really the most, like, it's not as bad as Drawful, because Drawful's goofy as fuck, but this is in second place from Drawful. So, but like, it's got some fun questions so I gotta add, it's got some fun questions, and it's got a lot to, you could actually learn some shit off of the questions it asks. But other than that, it's just don't feel too bad if you don't really know any of the questions, because shit, I barely answered one and I knew one. Now for the last mode, Fibbage. Fibbage is by far my favorite mode out of all of them, because it's got everything all the other modes have, but this one is just funny as fuck. It's the same thing kind of like Drawful. They give you like a sentence, and you got to kind of fill in the sentence, but you got to fill it in with a lie. So like, let's say like the one given here, the vets then gave him to, I put in urine, but it's not urine, so it's a lie. So if any of the 2 other players that I'm playing with put urine and they pick that one, then they're gonna get it wrong, and I gotta get the points for it. So if I find the truth, then I get the truth, and it goes away for everybody. So it's basically what I'm trying to say is that it gets funny as fuck, because let's say for the same question I put something stupid like penis, or he drinks something stupid, like it could get funny, like a squirrel. oh, he drinks a squirrel. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're playing with the funny friends, then you're gonna, like, people that you could fuck around with and just have a good time with, then this game will be a blast. You'll just put in random stuff, mess with people, just put in random questions and everything. The only bad side that I got about this is that it's kind of repetitive, and but I'll get into that later. I don't want to start it now, but it's pretty good. If you just, like I said, if you just have a good time, you know, if you just don't let it fly and, you know, let it slide or whatever, then yeah, you'll have a good time. What I recommend playing this mode, though, Fibbage, is that do not play competitively. Do not try playing this competitively, because trust me, you think that you will be underestimated perfectly. I was playing with my brothers, and my brothers fucking fooled me, man. And I'm smarter than everybody in my house. So what I'm trying to say is that it's just a game that you want to goof around with. The other games modes you could probably play a little bit more competitively than Fibbage, but Fibbage is just a mode you just want to have fun in my opinion. So yeah, let's go into the what I hated part, and it's gonna be, I don't think it's be as long as this, but yeah, let's get to it. What I hated. I only have about 3 big things that I hate about this game. Number 1, this game is kind of repetitive. If you're playing with just, let's say, your brothers and your people at the home, you're not really going to have a good time a lot of times. This is not a game like, let's say, fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 3 where you're just going to be on multiplayer all the time and play. No, this is a game where you're just going to see yourself coming back to it every once in a while. It's a party game, guys. This is all this game is a party game. Let's say you're basically just going to go back to when you just throw a party. That's something stupid, especially for the price that it gives them, which brings me to my second part. I hate the price on it. I made a mistake paying $25 for this. I didn't know it was just going to give me all that. I thought it was going to give me a lot to offer, and I barely played this game. I only have like 3 hours on this game, so this game, it's basic. I would have a lot more hours if I had a lot of party time, like if I threw parties in 1 hour, if I have a lot more people to play with, but I don't, so it's not really something, you know, big given to me. And 3, some of the questions kind of repeat itself, and it's not really like that, and that's kind of my fault because I made other profiles and I kind of go to them. But if you're playing on one profile, eventually you're just gonna stop playing this like forever, because let's say if you play this game a lot and then you're done, like sometimes you just give up because there's nothing really new about it. It's just you're going, all the modes are basically the same thing. Like I said, they're repetitive, so it's not something that I'm really something excited for about a game like this that I paid $25 fucking for. So right off the bat, that's what I hated about it. And this game, there's a lot more other things that were kind of low, but this video is already too fucking long, so I'm not even gonna name it. Final verdict. There's no doubt about it that this game has got some good potential, and it's got a lot of funny and fun moments in it. So there's no doubt about it. So I'm gonna rate this game in 2 different slots. 1, I'm gonna rate it in single player. Single player, it's a 4 out of 10. Fuck that. It's a 3.5 out of 10. I just lowered it down just because I remembered that there is only 1 mode you can play by yourself on. So it's a straight up 3.5 out of 10 if you're playing by yourself. However, if you're playing with a group of friends or you're playing with a group of party, it is a straight up 7.5 out of 10. It's a lot of fun, and there are a lot of modes to be said, but the reason why I give it a 7.5 and it was actually close to a 7, I saw 7 I was gonna get, is the price. The price pissed me off the most thing. For everything it give you, it's $25. This game is not even that close to being $25. This game is at least, and I'm saying at least, $15 for the amount and things it gives you. I really do hope the price drops quick, because nobody's gonna buy this shit. And maybe it is my fault, I bought it kind of as soon as it came out, but no, trust me, nobody is gonna buy something that is $25, especially for all it gives you. Do not make the same mistake I made and bought this game for $25. It is not worth it whatsoever. You have better chance playing DOA for $25 or buying some of the map shit or anything on anything else or add-ons or something. Do not pay this game again for $25. Wait till the price drops or just actually don't even worry about this game. It's just a party game. I guarantee you'll see this game out in the streets, or you'll see it out there when you go have a good time at a friend's house or whatever. So don't even worry about it. But thank you guys for watching once again. But you guys already know I gotta go.